Welcome everyone to the season finale. We are here on Dropped and we are ready for the championship. Everyone who we have today has survived the round robin and we have the champions of all 4 previous episodes. So I am excited to be with you this morning for Dropped, the season finale. Let us share our screen. Let me share my screen here real fast and we will get this party started. First of all, this guy. Oh. Technical difficulties again. Brady loves this. Brady just sits back.
I just love it because I don't have to do it this time. So this is fantastic.
All right. So we are ready to go on Dropped. Welcome and thank you for coming. Today's show, again, brought to you by HydroPoint. My friends at HydroPoint make it possible for me to do all of this fun stuff, and I appreciate that every day. I love the place that I work, and I love the people that I get to work with, specifically my partner in crime, the Vanna White to my Pat Sajak, Brady Pitcher, who joined me from Utah this morning. Brady, how are you doing here?
I am doing awesome, man. I'm really excited for today. Here's the final SmackDown.
I know, it's so exciting. Like, the talent in this room is incredible, and the tension is palatable. I can't tell you how excited I am to finally be crossing the finish line on all this.
This is awesome, especially leading up to the end of the year, the holiday season. It's awesome to have this happen.
Following the IA, we had a great event last week when Meg Mason joined us live from the IA show. So all of the festivities come to a head here at, well, all of the Dropped festivities. We still might have Christmas, but all of the Dropped festivities are on the way.
If we don't, my kids are going to be really disappointed, man. I'll put it that way.
I know. We canceled Christmas. No more. No, don't do that to them. Brady, do you have a joke for the crowd before we get started?
Do I need to answer that question? Really?
I think not.
All right, so You've heard my famous Spaniard jokes. I've got another Spaniard joke. So you heard the one previously. What do you call a Spaniard with a rubber toe? His name is Roberto. This one is, what do you call a Spaniard who lost his car? Carlos.
Carlos.
Oh, no.
Carlos.
That's horrible.
That is horrible, I know. Whoa. Horribly awesome, that is.
See, I need the slide whistle at this point. We'll just drop you for that.
Fortunately, right. I can't be dropped, so that's fantastic.
Fortunately, I am here for the long haul. Yeah. All right. So with that, we will move on. Thank you for that, Brady. But I'm excited to get our episode underway. Like I mentioned, today is the finalists. Brady, how do I make this go into... Make that taskbar go away?
Yeah, I got to auto disappear it right there.
Auto disappear it? Taskbar settings?
Taskbar settings.
Auto disappear?
Yep, and then one of the options is to auto disappear.
Okay. Well, I thought I had it, and I don't. So, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
That's part of our charm. All right, so here we go. We are sharing the Dropped finalists. That's what you're seeing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we got that.
So back to this. We have the Dropped finalists. All of these guys survived. So not only have each of these guys played Dropped before, but they have each won their own episode. So as a result, today we make the questions harder and the prizes larger. So welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining me again on Dropped, the season finale. Right. Today, just standard, we'll be running through 3 rounds of WeatherTRAK Trivia Challenge. We start with 4 contestants, drop 3. The final champion is our Tournament of Champions winner. And so we'll have the system test, the feature test, and the speed test to test you all. You've already made it through the round robin, so each of you are the proud owners or soon-to-be owners of the champion sweatshirt. But today, the stakes change because we are in the championship. Just for participating in round 1, you get the WeatherTRAK Yeti coffee mug. Anybody who participates in round 2 will get the WeatherTRAK swag that is the Camelback, and one of the most popular pieces of swag of all time. The round 3 participants get the hammock, and if you are the last man standing, you get the WeatherTRAK Champion Big Yeti chest cooler. So the prizes are bigger and better than they've ever been before. Brady, anything about prizes? Anything about game? Anything we need before we move on?
No, I think we need to let's introduce these guys. Those of you who've been watching and know these guys, but this is the cream of the crop we have right here. So
the cream of the crop, absolutely. So we have 4 episode winners, but one thing that I wanted to highlight before we get into it is all of our episodes were kind of centered around a theme. So with us, we have the contractor champion with Chad Sutton. We have the distributor champion with Joe Jackson. We have the BrightView champion who defeated all of the BrightView guys, James Carr, and Chris Shreenan, who won the HydroPoint episode or beat all of our internal folks. So we are going to start our interview section with Chad Sutton. Chad Sutton is a longtime friend of mine, and somebody who is not just a water nerd, but somebody who I saw last week at the IA show. Welcome, Chad.
Hey, Ben. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Yeah, it was good to see you last week down at the IA. It was great to see almost everybody in the water tribe. Most everybody was present. It was very cool.
A lot of the faces, yeah. Give me a quick high-level review of IA. What did you think?
I thought it was well presented. I think they did a nice job, with the first time everybody, tiptoeing outside of their house for a while and going to a big convention. I enjoyed the classes. I saw James in my irrigation design class. And so overall, really great. Positive experience.
I feel the same way. Like it was me getting out of my basement, and that was both exciting and scary. But I thought the show was great. I thought the Irrigation Association did a great job at making everyone feel safe and given a great training opportunity across the board. So shout out to all of those guys.
Here.
All right, Chad Sutton, we are going to move on to our next interview. We will be right back when we open up the gates. Next, we have my friend Chris Shreenan coming on. Chris Shreenan is our field specialist in Florida. And one thing that I love about Chris Shreenan is that he made the big switch from Simi Valley all the way across the country to support the WeatherTRAK brand and the HydroPoint company on the other side of the country where we don't have as much coverage, and we need a smart guy like him to help plant the flag and get our technology going over there. And I'm so glad to have you on here, Chris Shreenan. Thanks for joining us.
How you doing, Chris?
Howdy. Well, again, thanks for having me. Thanks for this campaign. It is wonderful. They come for the information and they stay for the slide whistle.
You know what? I love that tagline.
All right. I'm here for you.
Love it.
If you get tired of installing controllers, we got a job on dropped for you, man. You can write our taglines. You could be our social media director.
The salary may not float your boat, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you got to learn that slide whistle. It is hardcore.
By the way, I know I've already commented, but Chris, you're looking sharp.
Well, thank you. I didn't bring my lucky shirt. I'm actually going to do an install after this. That's going to be my first. It's going to be a 1-inch HD flow sensor.
Ooh, like the high definition flow.
Yeah, still 10 and 5, baby.
Awesome sauce. All right, Shreenan, we will be right back. We will introduce the rest of these guests and we'll get the game underway. All right. Next, we have my friend James Carr, who
we're not seeing your screen, Ben.
Oh, then I'm going to have to do that probably.
There you go.
Boom. We have my friend James Carr, who I spoke to last week at the IA show. Unfortunately, our paths never crossed face to face. But James Carr, who we had on last time, we bragged about his new role in the Arizona Contractors Board. James Carr, while I was out at the IA show, I heard another rumor that you took on another role, this time on the National IA Committee. Can you tell me about that?
Definitely. It's joining the certification board where we meet and we just kind of look at these certifications and find ways to improve them.
That's awesome. So that puts you in a position to be the voice of training across the industry, does it not?
It does in a sense, yes.
So tell me what you guys I know you've only been in the role for a week, but tell me an example or two of what IA does to promote training and the betterment of our industry.
So they do a lot of stuff to promote, a lot of times, doing education week and stuff like that, but trying to keep integrity with the certifications, which means the test may be somewhat challenging, but if somebody has that certification, then you can rest assured that they put the work into knowing it and doing it.
Yeah, I love that about the IA. It seems to be the gold standard in the irrigation certification world. You definitely know that they've put pen to paper if they have one of those certifications. They know how to do the math, and they know the value of all of these different things that we harp on every day. So
yes, sir.
Congratulations. That's awesome, man. I think you will be an amazing representative of the industry and of the IA. So thank you for all your hard work. And James Carr, we will be right back. I'm going to actually share my screen this time and try and transition to our next guest.
That's good. So good, Ben.
See, it's always smooth on this show. This is what we do. That's how we roll. We will finish out the interview section talking to my friend, Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson and I have been in this together for as long as I can remember. Like, Joe has been a face at the distributor summits and out in the field. We've worked on sites together. Joe is just an amazing representative of water management, runs the water management division for Sprinkler Supply, and is an amazing friend and an amazing guest. Joe,
I agree 100% with that, Ben.
Oh, thank you, Ben. Good to be here. It was good to see you last week as well. Saw a couple of our other friends here down in California as well. It's good to be getting back together and getting like minds together and bounce some ideas around. I know Chad and I had some good conversations, and just really looking forward to continued innovation and really highlighting water management and the difference we can make utilizing technology. It's, a water nerd at heart, and I think I always will be.
That's awesome. And Brady, I know that you and Joe share a backyard. You have anything to root on Joe from the Sprinkler Supply team before we get started?
What I want to just state right now is that despite the fact that Joe and I actually do work for the same company, work in the same state, there's no favoritism shown. Joe knows no more about what's going to happen today than any of you know. So I just want you all to know that this is going to be as fair as possible.
I tried, guys. I tried. He wouldn't give it up.
He tried to milk some stuff out of me. I was like, Joe, no. Chad will get mad at me. James will hunt me down and shoot me. And I don't even want to say what Chris Shreenan is going to do to me.
I know. And to be fair, Joe wasn't the only one that tried to persuade us to hook him up with answers. So, I think you all got the same information leading up to today's event. So it should be fair and square, and we are excited about the result. Awesome, Joe. Thank you so much. Let's get back to this. I really want to just get into the game very quickly. So this is where we bring all of the contestants together, start the game just from a high level. We're going to have 3 specific categories for today's test. Our system test will center around WeatherTRAK Central. So all of the WeatherTRAK.net online features. So any questions will run through that perspective. Feature tests we're calling grab bag. You guys are lucky enough to be on the championship. So any questions that didn't get asked along the way got bumped to the championship. That means that all of the hardest questions from all of the episodes are what we're going to have for our feature test.
And it's grab bag means too that it is across the board as far as WeatherTRAK knowledge.
Absolutely. So it is from all of the categories. It should be a good test for our champions. And then our race will be WeatherTRAK Mobile, where you will race to find one bit of information inside a contestant account. So you all have access and you will see that. The winner of, or just for playing in this round, just because you made it to the championship, everyone gets a WeatherTRAK Yeti coffee mug, as seen on our show very frequently. And if you are playing along, first of all, if you're playing along on the recording, you should take the dropped episode 5 finale test. Anybody who scores perfect on that will get the literature swag pack. And anybody playing along on the webinar, we've got quite an audience today. If you are the first to answer the first question correctly in the chat box, you too will be the proud owner of a WeatherTRAK Yeti coffee mug.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. The prizes are a coming. So that is part of the fun we have for the finale. But before we do, I did arrange a special surprise guest for our show today.
Uh-oh.
There is
what? Whoa. Ben, what? What's going on with this?
You want a clue? Do you want me to just tell you, or should I clue it out for you?
You know what? I think you need to give us some clues. Who is this?
All right. So first clue, Brady Pitcher,
All right,
is that this is a HydroPoint co-founder.
Okay, that narrows it down right there. So that narrows it down to 3 people I know.
That narrows it down to 3 people. But you don't know yet? You don't have a guess?
No,
All right.
probably not.
Let me just say, as if inviting a co-founder on the show wasn't enough pressure, I thought, invited to our cute little show, we should take a Emmy Award winner. So not only is he a co-founder, but he's an Emmy Award winner, and the first Emmy Award winner we've ever had on Drop.
I think I know who you're talking about at this point.
You think you know?
I think I might know who you're talking about.
If you don't know who I'm talking about, the third and final clue is our CEO. So it is a pleasure and an honor to have with us my friend Chris Spain. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you much. Been looking forward to this.
Thank you so much for making time. It is absolutely a pleasure to have you. Have you met our champions? We have Chad Sutton from Gachina.
I know all the champions very well, but James I've only met once.
Okay.
I know James as well. Nice to meet you again, James.
Well,
but the rest of the Motley crew I know very well. Very
Nice.
proud to see them in the finals here. You know, when we started HydroPoint, this is exactly what we envisioned would happen. You know, we even wrote a little diagram that had you, Ben, you know, doing this webcast.
Dropped was always part of the plan.
It was always part of the plan. And I just keep looking at the show every week and wondering who's funding this.
Oh, don't ask those questions. That's just details. Janine's got that covered.
No, it's definitely a big hit for me. And it's been interesting. I've turned it on to my father and my stepmother. My stepmother knows nothing about irrigation, but she loves these shows. So
that's funny. I showed them to my mom too. I showed them episode 1. She was rooting for Chad the whole time.
What's I think interesting is for people that are outside the industry, they have no idea how complicated irrigation is. You know, it's just so I think that's the big eye opener. And then just, you know, the staid sort of very, you know, somber tone that you guys emit, you know,
Yeah,
really gets people.
Nothing so serious like a slide whistle.
Yeah, very serious.
we try to keep it. We know this is a serious business, Chris, so we have to keep it very serious.
That's why I am. I run a very serious business and I'm a very serious person. Seriously. But it's a joy to see who's winning and who's losing over different key facts that I think are really easy to answer, but fascinating.
We might
I don't know who to put money on this round. This is a tough one.
This is tough. Yeah.
I think the grab bag, if I knew more about the grab bag, I could probably give a better answer, but I'm not really sure.
Well,
but it's great to see all your faces.
See how you did.
Nice to be webcasting with you all. I'd say streaming, but streaming sounds like you got some continence issues. So
we're not streaming together. Let's not
watch out, Brady.
Clean it up.
I'm staying away from that one.
That is awesome. So, Chris, any message to the water managers before we move on?
Yeah, you guys just keep giving us ideas of what we can do to make things better. I think we're just really excited for 2022 from a variety of perspectives, but I think we're going to start rolling out a lot more features and leveraging the technology and data in ways that I don't think people really comprehend how much we've just scratched the surface as far as making things more efficient and visible. The whole market, as far as people recognizing that they're water blind, has just been fascinating to see. That we thought it was going to happen. We predicted it. We were just about 15 years too early. But the last 5 years have just been phenomenal. And, people really responding, do you know what is your on-site water management? And do you understand how much it's costing you to not have on-site water management? And so to see the resonate in the marketplace, and we've got customers right in the Midwest that are, it never would have been a target for our products. Water is an issue everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is awesome. And what I love about that is you say it in the boardroom, but these guys here live it on the front lines. And so it means a ton that you would come and spend time with us today. We actually arranged that Chris is going to kick us off. Chris is going to start the challenge. So what we're going to do is we are going to move on to the game.
Cool.
We're going to move on to the WeatherTRAK Central System test. And what's going to happen is Chris is going to read the first question. And then Brady and I will jump back in and take the game back over.
Okay. So in Mesopotamia, the ruler's name.
Water management started with the Greeks.
The cork was discovered by who?
All right, question one. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, you do the questions. Okay.
I'll do the questions. Boom.
Which information does not appear on the home page when you first log into WeatherTRAK Central?
Awesome. So we're off and running. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. Thanks,
All right,
everybody.
Thanks, Chris.
Which information doesn't appear? The race is on. Is that A?
Oh
customer
boy.
service-
All right. I saw Chad first and James was right behind him. Sorry,
There
James.
goes,
Chad.
my personal theme song with the little slide whistle in there.
That is the answer.
Yes. So, Chad, we try and put all of the important information that you need right away on the central homepage. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's actually one of the first things I show to a new WeatherTRAK user to reassure them that they're just one phone call or email away for some support. So you've got all that right there in the red arrow. I like to see my total number of controllers grow every time I log in. So that's kind of fun. It's like my own little personal tote board, and all those alerts that I try and not look at, they're all there.
They're all there. They're not going away until you fix them, Chad.
Nope.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I couldn't help, Chad, but to hear a song in my head as you were saying that first line, that they're only just one call away.
Boy.
That's
We'll keep him
what
as
I
a
hear in my
co-host and not as a singer.
Hey, Brady, we all get our own walk-up music, whatever you want, man. That's
All right. Well, I appreciate you giving that to me very much.
I think Eye of the Tiger would be my own personal theme. Like if they played Eye of the Tiger every time I logged in, it would be James and I would be happy. James and I joked about that on social media earlier this week. All right. So
we got Chad with one, man.
Chad with one. We're on to question two.
Question
All
number
right,
2.
Question 2 from WeatherTRAK Central. How do I get an email sent to me every Monday that has an alert report for all of my sites and controllers? Okay. Is that go A? Oh,
I saw Joe, and then James was right behind him.
all right, Joe, we see it. Tell us what your answer is.
He's got B.
B.
It is the customize, report, and subscribe answer. Tell me all about the weekly alert report and the advantage that becomes.
So I've got some customers that they want to minimize the noise during the day or even during the week. And so subscribing to that alert and actually turning off your alerts on the alert setup page, they can only get it at the subscribe time and frequency. And being able to subscribe to any of these reports allows you to customize the data that you're looking for and having it in front of you right when you need it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so important, especially because we have so many different types of managers, right? Your field guys might need that text or email, but as an account manager or a sustainability director, the ability to summarize information and have it come to you automatically without logging in is a huge management advantage.
Very much so.
Awesome job, Joe. You are
Okay.
on the board, Joe Jackson. All right. Oh, and
Question
I forgot to tell you that the winner of the contest, the winner of the Yeti mug, was Jeff Smith over on the East Coast. So
Good job.
go, Jeff.
Good job.
All right, and we are on to question 3. All right, question 3 is maybe. There we go. There might have been a few clicks extra in there. Where do you get a real-time snapshot of a controller, including what stations are running, the status of your master valve, and the measured flow rate? So again, this is from WeatherTRAK Central. Is that A on these? Oh, man.
Oh, dude, that was close. I saw Chad and then Joe like milliseconds behind. Chad, what do you have?
Hey, that's going to be on the manual update operating status right there.
That is it.
In fact, update operating status. Can you tell me, do you ever use this feature on weathertrak.net?
Oh, I love that. That's my, I'm going to make sure I really got a problem before I roll a truck button. It's fantastic. You know, I get that alert, something happened, I have a advanced leak, something going on. And what we need to do is just, before we roll, let's confirm that. Let's clear it real quick. Let's look at the snapshot. Sure enough, the data's real. We're flowing. Shut it back down, and then let's get out there. So I really like it. It has a lot of other benefits too, but it's a reassurance for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a great tool to use. It has a million different scenarios that go along with it, but that's a great one.
All right, so Chad, you can actually rest easy this round now. You already got 2. You're good to go.
Chad is on to round 2. All right, so and we are on to question 4. All right, contestants, question 4. Which feature is not added when you are assigned admin permissions for an account? So which of these features don't you get? Is that A, new user account creation ability? Is that B, assigning and unassigning users?
I got James. James has got the answer. What you got for us, James?
Oh, C, controller activation ability.
That is 100% correct, James. Controller activation ability. Can you tell me how you know that?
Oh man, I got to take a minute. My adrenaline's high. I had to throw some elbows to get in. And everybody's beating me on the draw. So basically, as an admin, you're going to set up your new users. You're going to assign your users, and you're going to be in charge of the admin reports, but you don't actually handle the controller activation part.
Yep.
Right? Controller activation still has to be done. There's back-end stuff that customer service has to provide. So it's not just a matter of getting access. It's a whole setup thing. That is awesome. James, one more follow-up question. Can you tell me, does everybody have admin abilities? Does everybody have the admin tab?
Does everybody have, are you talking about all the users in
all
your
the
system?
users. Is that something you get on day 1?
No, it's got to be assigned out, right?
Right.
Yep, that's correct.
So that is a permissions that if you don't have, you can, but there is generally one administrator assigned to an account. So,
which prevents chaos.
Which prevents chaos, right? And increases security. That is our security measure. Checking who has access is a big part of admin features.
Man, I'm going to tell you that I'm feeling really great. I'm on the board. I was nervous.
You're on the board. Joe didn't mind the arm bar, right? Joe became feeling in his arm.
He's feeling on the chin. I can see. He's feeling it.
I love it. All right. So we are on to, oh, wait a minute. That's not right. Oh, I got to stop sharing. 1 second. I know what happened.
Well, I can fill in a little bit here, Ben. While you're doing that,
give me
I'm gonna
2 seconds.
So what I'll do is I'll give a summary. So far, we got Chad with 2, Joe's got 1, James has got 1, and Chris, our friend Bert, isn't quite on the board, but we know you got a shot. So Ben, while you're looking for that too, I've got a little humor to share with the group.
Please do.
A guy goes to a psychiatrist. Doc, I keep having these alternating dreams, recurring dreams. First, I'm a teepee. Then I'm a wigwam. Then I'm a teepee. Then I'm a wigwam. It's driving me crazy. What is wrong with me? The doctor thinks for a second, replies, it's simple. You're too tense.
Ba-dum-bum. Too tense.
I know.
Our first very serious technical error. Our slides did not save from last night. They're not here.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a few of the grab bag events that are from WeatherTRAK Central. So
okay.
We're going to go to a dated version of WeatherTRAK Central, and here we go. Let's see. Let me show this. Oh, I hope. Okay. So now I got that up, and
we're not seeing screen, Ben.
Yep, I gotcha.
Okay, good.
100%. Share screen. Dang it! I don't know what happened there. That was the best laid plans. Are you seeing me now?
WeatherTRAK Central number 7 is what we're seeing.
WeatherTRAK Central number 7. All right. So this, friends, is a reader that never made it to the contest because there's so many words. All right. WeatherTRAK Central. There you go. Maybe. There we go. Boom. Which of the following could not be used to reset a station depletion? Okay. Is it A, the smart irrigation page and go to the program on the stations on auto mode?
Are you sure about your answer, James? Because you had this confused look on your face as your pad was going up. He had his pad up first. So what you got?
We're going to go A.
That is 100% right, if I can get it up there. Yes.
Nice.
So we talk about resetting station depletions. First of all, can you tell me why you would be resetting station depletions, James?
If you had an error or a change in your system in the field, stuff like that. So if you got an error, sometimes when you set your depletions, you could be a little bit off and cause problems in the system.
Yeah. And in other cases, I see the station high depletion mode as the reason that people do this a lot. And tell me about doing that from weathertrak.net. Is that something that you find valuable?
Being able to adjust the depletion on WeatherTRAK.net? Yeah, I mean, that's the key for water management, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Without that, what's the point?
Last week we had a question on how to do it, pushing the buttons from the controller. And this week we have the availability from online. We also can do that from the app. So there's a ton of different ways to get this done. And like James said, managing WeatherTRAK schedules is all about understanding and monitoring and managing your depletion. So the ability to do that is huge from the web interface. All right, Brady.
Yes. So you want to hear score?
I'm coming to the score. Give me the score.
We got Chad with 2, Joe with 1, James with 2, and Chris, unfortunately, with a goose egg.
All right, Chris, you got to be fast on the button here.
We got another question for round 1.
I'll get you one. I'll get you one. Here
okay.
We go.
All right. By the way, I'm really excited for Christmas coming up. I'll fill some time here, Ben.
Thank you.
I'm really excited for Christmas. I bought a chocolate advent calendar just recently, and according to that calendar, there's only 3 days left until Christmas.
Oh, Brady.
I'm so excited.
You're so silly. All the chocolate. All right, here we go. Let's see. This is another WeatherTRAK Central question that I've got. Let's see how it works out. Okay. Maybe WeatherTRAK Central 6. Are you ready for this, Brady?
We are. Can we see your screen?
Can we see my screen? Oh, no, not yet. Technical difficulties are killing me here this morning.
Good news is round 2 is going to be as smooth as butter.
Smooth as butter. I don't know what happened to all of our hard work. All right. WeatherTRAK Central question 6. Is that right?
That is.
No. 2, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Maybe.
You got it. You got it.
On the manual, on the manage page. Wah, wah, wah. No, James already has the answer, so James is already in. All right, on the manage page, which advanced option would you use to change the controller to winterized? Is that
It's D, controller status.
Oh boy! Oh, this is too awesome. This is
I don't
too
know if
awesome.
that counts as a win, but I was the first one to spot it.
It was the first one to spot it. Oh,
If nothing else, we can have a good training on this right here.
right. We could definitely drill down. All right, Brady, what should we do? Should I go?
I
to
think
another
what we
question?
should do, we've got 6 questions so far. We have, unfortunately,
We're at 5.
3 people that have answers, and I'm afraid we're just going to have to declare a loser for this round, is what we're going to have to do, Ben.
Okay, then let me stop sharing and please be done with this round. Chris Shreenan, I am so sorry for the technical glitches that took us out of the realm of reality here. I apologize if that had an impact on your score, but Shreenan, my brother from another mother, I love you. Happy holidays. Thanks for making time to do this with us.
Well, it was awesome. I only have an excuse for the first round. I was sucking up to the CEO, telling him goodbye. So therefore, I couldn't answer that one. But
You got starstruck. You got fluttered.
exactly, he is a rock star. Anyways, thank you for everything. It was a blast.
That's awesome. Thanks, Shreenan. You were an amazing contestant, but unfortunately, you have been dropped.
Boy, that was a rough round 1, man.
That was rough, man. I am hoping for smooth sailing from here on out.
I feel like I just ran a marathon for some reason. Do you?
Seriously, I'm going hamster the wheel right now. So good. So good. All right, but I have verified that the rest of this is going to go very, very professionally. So I'll put on my professional face. And we,
as Spain mentioned, we only run a serious show around here, so we got to keep the rest of this by the book.
absolutely. All right, by the book, we are moving on to round 2. Okay, let's just. Oh, I'm sharing my screen. I got to jump to round 2. I had to go find.
I'm not strong.
Here we go. Not strong. All right, we're on for the grab bag. The grab bag, again, is a summary of all of the shows that we did this season. So in episode 1, we had the feature test of mapping. Episode 2, we had the feature test of reports, alerts, and OptiFlow. So again, what you're getting with the grab bag is something from everything. All of those categories are represented, and we will see how you fare. This is the toughest questions that we have across all the series. So first, just for playing, you will be the proud recipient of the WeatherTRAK Camelback. Thanks for playing. Thanks for joining us. Our first question is grab bag number 1, but it comes to us from the alert management tools episode. So we are going to be focused on alert management, and we're off. When using the alert list page on WeatherTRAK Central, which is not available to help you understand the alert specifics. Is that A, Brady Pitcher's cell phone number to teach you?
Oh, dude, that was close, but James got it. James, you were first. Joe, you were second. What do you got, James?
Brady Pitcher's cell phone number.
By the way, you can have it if you want it.
As tempted as I've been to give it out.
We need that when we're dealing with alerts. We need a good slide whistle just to uplift our spirits. So we
I
should
think
have
we
that
do.
access.
I think
So
we
one
do.
of the things, James, that we do is put support in context, right? We try and put that support where you need it, when you need it. Do you use any of these tools on the web page to help you manage your alerts?
You have to, you almost have to. If you don't, then you're just not looking at your system. And again, I was on the support episode, and you guys are by far ahead of the game on support.
That is awesome.
Amen to that.
And I will tell you, if you call me directly, I'll give you Brady's cell phone number. So. All right. Good job, James. We are on to question 2. Grab bag 2 comes from our mapping tools. This was the question that never got aired from the mapping episode.
And I love this question.
Which report displays a Google map and all of the mapping pins associated with the site that can be used as an as-built? Is that A, the controller settings detail report?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I didn't even get to the punchline. You let me kind of read the punchline.
I'm sorry, but I literally saw them simultaneously, but I think I saw Joe's go up first, and then Chad was right behind.
All right, Joe. I know you answered the minority report.
Yeah. Asset summary report.
Asset summary report. Asset summary report. Have you ever used the asset summary report? And if so, what for?
My favorite thing is having a customer run this report and say there's nothing there. And so a great opportunity to help them understand the mapping tool, and then go back later and run it again with them and show them the power of that. I've got some great customers in our market that have done a lot with mapping. And so that's another one I can pull up and show customers the power of the information that's supplied with that. So love that report.
That's awesome. It's the newest report to the WeatherTRAK stable of reports. And in fact, one of Joe's customers was my special guest on a Smart Water Wednesday where we highlighted those features. Yep. So awesome job, Joe. Brady, I'm coming back to you. Tell me the score so far.
We've got right now Joe with 1, James with 1, and Chad. Dude, that last one literally was the closest that I have ever seen. That was so close.
Buzzer beater. Chris Shreenan just chimed in and said, "I can't believe how fast you guys are." All right, we are on to question 3. Grab bag number 3 from reporting tools. So this was another question about reports. Which report that Ben Coffey calls the WeatherTRAK report card shows you all of your controllers and which ones have alerts and or stations in user mode? Is that A, the control?
Oh, dude, seriously, Joe had that one and James was right behind him. Joe, what do you got, man?
That's the account inventory report.
That is, in fact, the account inventory report. Joe, who do you show this report to?
So this one, I work with the top individual that I'm working with typically over an account. Someone that just kind of wants to gauge how their field guys are doing and how well WeatherTRAK is being utilized.
I love that. So when I'm teaching water managers or account managers, they often just want the high level summary. And that's what this is, right? Do I have issues that I need to contend with that are costing me water, like alerts or scheduling issues? And when you combine this with the ability to subscribe to those reports and have them automatically generate and come to you, this is a great tool for, to Joe's point, account managers or any high level managers to use.
So Joe's got 2 right now. So Joe, rest easy this round.
Joe, cool your heels, man.
It is now a smackdown between Chad and James. So here we go.
And the questions get harder. Here we go. As we get deeper, the questions get harder. So we are on to question 4, the alert management tools. Which alert is created if flow is measured during non-irrigation hours? Is that the no?
Oh my gosh. Dude, I saw Chad by a millisecond. Millisecond.
See, leak alert.
That is in fact the leak alert. Chad, tell us about the leak alert.
Dude.
So you named it perfectly. It's going to alert you if you have a leak, right? So you're going to set your threshold, right? What is a leak? That's the important question, right? Because I always tell my clients, flow management's a little bit art, a little bit of science. We have to decide what a leak means to us. So we pick a gallons per minute that we want to stay under. And yeah, it could be incontinence, Chris. That's a good point. But,
careful not to cross the streams, right?
Yeah, that's a different kind of alert. That usually sounds a lot different. But anyways, that's about all I can say about leak alert.
I love it. That's everything that needs to be said. Brady,
I'm just glad that no one actually guessed the I've fallen and I can't get up alert. That's so.
That was my answer.
Life alert.
Well, James, you were quick to it, but that was the wrong answer. I'm sorry, my friend.
All right. Awesome. Good job, Chad. And we are on. Wait. Question 5.
Here we go.
Here we
Reporting.
go. Reporting. Grab bag. Question 5. Reporting tools. Which report shows you which stations irrigated and when on an OptiFlow controller? Is that the OptiFlow?
Oh, Chad got that one first. Chad, what you got?
Mainline usage report.
The mainline usage report is correct.
It is.
Oh man. So Chad, do you ever use the mainline usage report?
Yeah, we have some very complicated sites where things are a little bit all over the place. One controller's got half its valves on this POC and that POC. So I actually used this in a creative way the other day where I was trying to make sure I wasn't overtaxing a POC that was not understanding that I was actually running stations. I just had to create a little a master valve override, session. And so I wanted to make sure that the flow going through the POC at that moment wasn't too much. So pretty sweet report. I love the minute by minute resolution too.
Yeah, before we move on, can you briefly describe what they're seeing on this report right here?
Sure, yeah. So the green is the expected flow. The blue is the actual flow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, your heart rate monitor. The doctor tells you don't let your BPMs get too high or your blood pressure too high. And so in this case, you're looking good for most of that report. A little low in the beginning there, maybe some no flow happening. Who knows?
Yep.
Absolutely. This valve right here didn't open. That's what we're seeing. Great.
Oh, yeah, I see the red dots. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, you want to stay safely in the middle of that highway is what you want.
Yep. And the one thing that Chad didn't say that I always have to tout is that's a minute by minute flow reading, right?
Yes.
OptiFlow gives you a 1 minute around the clock resolution.
Those are bonus points for that one.
Bonus points. All right, Brady, give us the score.
Dude, that honestly, I think was the tightest round we have ever had by far.
Sure. And the fastest round. Like those answers are on point.
And those are the hardest questions, Ben. I mean, you and I were racking our brains for the last week. Like, okay, how can we test these guys? And they were like that. So
I know we didn't even get to the hardest ones.
No. So here's the score right now. Chad Sutton with 2, Joe with 2, and James, unfortunately, you've got 1. Wasn't for lack of trying, though, my friend, because you were quick to the draw.
For lack of trying. Great job, James. James, it has been an honor to have you. We know that you are invited to a lot of these things, and we really appreciate you making time for us. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to say to the crowd before we wrap it up?
Yeah, definitely. That report we just saw with the lines that are going like that, that kind of mirrors my heartbeat as we're kind of going through this process. I'm going to call it a technology delay. I still think I was the first out of everybody, but we can't win them all. So shout out to everybody for having pride in what you do and having the skills. And, this is a beautiful thing. Thanks for the fun.
Absolutely. It has been
thank you.
fun. You have been a great contestant, but unfortunately, you have been dropped. We're almost done with that shtick for this season, Brady. We've got one more slide whistle to go.
You know what? This thing's never going away in my book.
Brady's going to be around the Christmas tree just playing with the slide whistle.
My kids are already sick and tired of the slide whistle, I'll be honest.
All right. So, congratulations to our finalists. You have made it not only through the round robin, but through the first 2 rounds of the championship, and it all comes down to this.
Just a reminder to queue up last 2, Chad, Joe. Hop on WeatherTRAK Mobile right now with your sample account that we gave you. Oh, this is intense. My heart's like.
So excited. Just for joining us in this round, both of you will be the proud recipients of a WeatherTRAK hammock, which I know and love. So good job on that. And I think.
Well, are we ready? Are we ready to go, Chad? Are you good?
You got your devices up? Let me see your devices.
Making sure my auto lock didn't take me out of the picture.
Okay.
You're in. Oh,
Okay.
I do. All right. So for the final round, we are off to the races. Again, WeatherTRAK Mobile is what we are testing. And race.
Yeah, hold the pad up. Yes.
Hold the pad up, right? So when you get the answer to Meadowview HOA, we are looking at mapping pins, and we want the name of the southernmost mapping pin that you find on the map for Meadowview HOA. We just want to write that down and then hold it up. It looks like Joe is off to the races.
Joe, you got it.
Joe is in.
Oh, dude.
Joe,
what you got?
what's your body? Still can't see it. Just read it.
Down a little bit more. Down a little bit more.
So custom pin is what I found on the southernmost end.
You found it? What was the name of custom pin?
The custom pin asset name is Dropped in the Road.
Dropped in the Road. Brady and I had fun making these up last night.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
How
did.
late was it? How late was it, guys?
We're not going to say. It doesn't matter what time it was, 3 a.m. But
Late enough that we didn't get everything saved right, apparently. All right, Dropped in the Road, absolutely. So here we go. Now let's just test and see if this is still on, because this is where I run into trouble. Okay, so there we go. We're in. All right.
Share your screen, Ben.
Share my screen.
And we got it. You gonna show us? You gonna walk us through how this works, Ben?
Yep, I absolutely am.
Well, let's actually have Joe walk us through how we got there.
Yes, sir. So Joe Jackson, when you log in, you're on the sites page. Can you walk us to where you found that?
Yes, so actually scroll down to the site out on the right-hand side and click the arrow there on your Mountain Peak HOA. Actually, was it Mountain Peak or is it Meadowview? Yeah,
Meadowview.
I actually went one more click to the right, but you don't need to. You can go just click on your mapping pin up at the top.
So you went to the stations page and then found the mapping pin?
Yep, click on the mapping pin and then pulled up the map, and I just zoomed out and scrolled south.
Okay. Scrolled south, found the pin, clicked on the pin we call Dropped in the Road. Don't worry, Charles there. This won't live there forever. I'll erase it as soon as we're done.
I already got a text from Charles saying that better not remain.
That better not be there. That's my demo site. I know it. I know it. Great job, Joe. And Brady, anything else before we move on to the next question?
No, I think we got that. Let's move on to the next question. That's awesome.
All right, so we go up. Race number 2 is on. Are you fellas ready?
Ready.
Get those digits warm. We are off on race 2. As soon as the question comes up, the race is on.
Remember, piece of paper up first. Okay, piece of paper.
Please find me on the Alligator Park site, on the Alligator Park controller. We want the precip rate for station 23, which can be found on the
Joe's got it.
Joe Jackson.
What is the precip rate there, Joe?
Actually, 0.23.
By the way, just to pause here, an homage to our friend Lance Elliott. Lance Elliott, station 23, precip rate of 0.23. That's for you, friend.
That's for you, friend. We were thinking of you last night in all of our hysterics.
Oh, Lance.
Oh, Lance. All right. Joe, 2 in a row, man. You are a crack shot at this multiple choice game.
Sniper.
So
I wish that I had a heart rate monitor right now because my throat is beating right now.
What are you at, Chad? You got a heart rate monitor there?
I'm up there, man. I'm feeling it. Yeah, 95. That's pretty good.
95. Yeah, that's not resting heart rate.
No, that's moving.
No, that's not resting.
Chad, you are amazing. Thank you so much for your lessons about regenerative landscape, your lessons about the IA, all of your water management wisdom. You've been a great guest and a great friend. Do you have anything to say to the crowd before we wrap it up here?
Just this is a real pleasure. Thanks, guys. And if I got to lose to someone, and losing to Joe is I can live with that. So
You're awesome, Chad.
good job, Joe.
Thank you, Chad.
Great job, Chad. But unfortunately, you have been dropped. And Joe Jackson, you made it, buddy.
Wow.
I am so excited to have you be the first official dropped champion. It is I promise, guys, I never gave Joe any sort of insight.
No, Joe is just what I will say about Joe, having worked with Joe. I mean, I've known Joe for going on what? How long, Joe?
Like 2-3 years at least.
A lot longer than that. At least 10, 11 years.
All right,
Joe is so quick with information, not only in his head, but he pulls things up and I was like, dude, don't even have the sheet pulled up and you have the answer in front of you.
All right, Joe, you're the only one going to play this round, okay?
Oh.
You get
right.
one bonus question, okay? So do you still have your WeatherTRAK mobile ready?
I'm getting ready.
The good news is you're not competing against anyone on this
You're
one.
not
It's just
competing
you.
against anyone. We're going to check in with you as Joe finds this Brady pitcher. So,
Okay.
Joe, are you ready?
I'm ready.
The final question. I want you to go to Wasatch Mountain State Park and find me the program name for Program H.
Program name for Program H.
Program name for Program H.
Oh, I love this.
I am the drop champion.
I am the
Woo! Woo!
You guys.
We did that one just for you, Joe. I mean, that was really for the champion.
We kind of hoped that it would go 3 rounds, but you're just too fast. You're just too good at this game. So as the champion today, not only do you have bragging rights, but you have all of the swag from all of the round robin and all of the championship, including the Zane Elliott original design that we are putting together for our Yeti big chest cooler that will be labeled with the dropped championship on it. So
you know what, Ben, this just took care of Christmas for me. So thank you very much.
Nice.
All Joe's kids get WeatherTRAK. Like, I get the hat, I get the hat.
Yeah.
Got enough I mean, Joe's probably
They wear the swag.
think of all the things that he's won through all of the rounds.
Oh yeah.
Well done, Joe. Well done.
That is awesome. Joe, we are going to be back to you for your smart water management moment, but as this is the finale, we wanted to first take a shout out for all of our finalists. You guys were great, stuck with us through some technical silliness, and it was just so much fun that we had today. A shout out to all of the contestants who played along in the round robin and everyone that was game to play along with our reindeer games. Brady and I really, really appreciate you joining us for the fun that we had.
We do appreciate it very much. And what I want to say too is I am so impressed with the level and the camaraderie that we've had. I mean, these guests, they're the top thinkers in our industry right now, Ben. And it's just amazing that we got to have this and they're all joking and laughing together. I know that there were some heart rates elevated this round, the whole time. But despite that, man, I mean, what good people that really care about what we do with taking care of our water.
Absolutely. And I'll just echo that. I think that even though many of our contestants compete in the real world as industry competitors, here they came, they participated, they had fun, we laughed, it was great. I think it represented what's best about water management. It's not rocket science, it's not heart surgery. but we do want to make it important, and we have some of the best and the brightest representing us out in the field. So I want to give a shout out to my team, and both Natalie and Janine, who have been with me through all of this madness. Thank you so much for all of your support and listening to all of my crazy ideas along the way. And to all of you HydroPoint people who I sucked into playing along, thank you for that as well. Brady, anybody you want to say?
You know what? First of all, Ben, as my co-host for this has been an absolute blast doing this with you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much it's been fun coming up with questions, throwing in little jokes along the way, which I do have one that I'm going to part with, just so you know.
Okay.
I also want to just say that the people at HydroPoint, and I know that Joe will echo my words. He'll have his moment to say a few words, but it is so awesome to be able to work with people that you love working with, that are passionate about what they do. And hats off, tip to the hat to all you people at HydroPoint. We really, really appreciate it. And I'll be honest, as I mentioned, the contestants we had, what awesome contestants. I mean, any one of those guys could have made it to this round that are very knowledgeable, intelligent. So thank you. And I'll leave you all with my words of wisdom. And that is that this is something you may want to try. People wonder why I call my bathroom the gym instead of the John. I do it so I can say I go to the gym first thing every morning.
Oh, nice.
But and with that, Brady, thank you for joining us. We will be in touch about season 2 of Dropped. I want to just, before we give Joe his shout out moment, just reassure or warn everybody that we will be back next year. We'll be back in 2022 with new content from HydroPoint University, from Smart Water Wednesdays, and I've been told that you may in fact see Dropped again. So it's absolutely been a pleasure in 2021. We'll see more in 2022. Joe Jackson, that brings us to your water management champion moment. Do you have any words of wisdom to impart to the listening audience?
You know, the first thing I'd say is just what a great opportunity to be here today with Chad, James, and Chris. I mean, just great guys, great examples of water management and the difference we can make in our industry. And I also want to thank HydroPoint and you, Ben, and Brady, and thank all those that I've worked with throughout my career, because I know what I know because of those interactions. And I am who I am because of the relationship I have with those people as well, with the people in our industry, best industry in the world, the best people. And what I would finish up with saying is so excited that we all have the opportunity to make a difference when it comes to water. It's a choice we make, and we have the knowledge to make a choice that can affect all of those around us, starting in our very own homes. And I'm just very grateful for that opportunity.
Absolutely. Great words of wisdom. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in 2022.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you.